All right, so today we're going to dive into this really short but super powerful text. It kind of maps out an experience that I think almost everyone feels at some point in their lives, this journey to connect with something bigger. So let's break it down together step by step. It really all begins with a feeling. I mean, have you ever just felt a pull? You know, that quiet little nudge inside you, a deep down curiosity about the whole big picture, a pull towards something you can't even put a name on? Well, according to the text we're looking at, that feeling, it's not random at all. Nope, that's the starting gun. And here's how the text puts it. Wow. Let's just sit with those words for a second. Insatiable yearning, like a thirst you just can't quench. And my favorite part, unfurls effortlessly. That tells you this isn't about trying to force some spiritual feeling. It's natural. It's a deep desire that just wakes up on its own when you start to look inward. So this is huge. That deep longing, that insatiable yearning, that is the first step. It's not something you have to study for or work up to. It is the starting line. It's this deep desire for understanding that just bubbles up from inside you. And that's exactly where this whole path really begins to open up. And it doesn't just stop there. The text actually gives this feeling a name, almost like a diagnosis. It calls this yearning the hallmark, the key, distinguishing feature of something it calls spiritual vitality. So what exactly does that even mean? Well, here's the breakdown. Spiritual vitality is basically the sign that you're spiritually switched on, alive and active. It's all about that persistent, natural drive to connect and to understand. It's not about a checklist of rules. It's more like having this little engine inside you that's just always running, always curious. Okay, so if that inner yearning is the spark, what's the fuel that keeps the fire going? I mean, what actually pushes you forward on this path beyond just having that feeling? The text says it's not just you. There's another force at play. And here's what it says. So get this. The journey isn't just you pushing your way forward. It's also about something pulling you in. The source calls it an ethereal force, something you can't see, delicate but incredibly powerful. It's like you're in this dance, a kind of cosmic gravity that's guiding you deeper and deeper into the mystery. And this pull, well, it leads to a total transformation. Let's look at the steps. First, that ethereal force starts drawing you in. Then, something amazing happens. You start to see past your normal, everyday limits. The old ways of looking at things just kind of fall away. And finally, from that totally new perspective, a new kind of wisdom is born. And the result of all this? Wisdom. But we're not talking about book smarts here. The text is really, really clear about this. It's a wisdom birthed from profound encounters. What that means is the understanding you get is the real deal. It comes from experiencing it, from living the journey. It's alive, not just a bunch of memorized facts. Okay, so we've got the start, that yearning. We've got the process, that force pulling you in. And we've got the outcome, this deep, earned wisdom. But what's holding all of this up? What's the one fundamental principle that makes this whole mystical journey even possible in the first place? The text itself kind of leans in here, telling us to listen up. It's basically saying, hey, pay attention because this is the most important part. The cornerstone, the foundation that everything else is built on. And here it is, the embrace of pure being. That's it. That's the foundation. Think about that. It suggests the core of this isn't about doing something or believing a certain thing. It's a state of radical acceptance, just letting go and connecting with existence itself in its purest form. This is the bedrock where everything else, the yearning, the force, all of it comes from. So let's just run through that one more time really quick. The whole journey kicks off with that deep inner yearning, which is a sign of spiritual vitality. Then, this ethereal force pulls you forward, helping you see beyond your normal limits. The result is a brand new wisdom that you've earned through direct experience. And holding it all together at the bottom is the embrace of pure being. And just to really nail it down, here's that core message one last time from the source text by his witness TL sent. At the end of the day, it all boils down to that one powerful idea. The entire mystical path is built on the fundamental embrace of existence itself. So what this text really gives us is a kind of map, right? It lays out the landmarks, the process, the destination, which really only leaves one question left, and this one's for you to answer for yourself. If this is the path, where does your next step lead?